Okay, I just want to say quickly greetings and welcome. This is not, first, I want to say this is not a growth stream. That's the first thing that I want to say. And then the next thing that I want to say, this stream is about to talk about the heart. And we're going to talk about the mistake. I've done a stream recently on Facebook, and it was very intriguing. Very intriguing. And it was requested that I go further in depth of what I was talking about. So I decided to do it on YouTube. So it's not going to be a grow stream. So for those of you who will come in to say I need 3 to 5 and 5 to 6, let me first tell you that it is not a grow stream, and then we're going to jump right into it. So we're going to be speaking of the heart tonight, and the mistake that most people made with the heart. Now we're going to first look at two hearts. Now in the thumbnail, I've posted a heart which was drawn and labeled. So if you look to the left or to the right, depending on which direction you're looking at this video from, you will see a labeled heart. Now that is the structure. That is the structure of the organ in your chest. The heart in your chest. The one that pumps blood through your veins, the one that suggests your lifespan, the one that suggests if you are alive or you are dead. Now that's the heart that is posted in the picture. Now there's another heart that we have been twisting the whole time. We have been making a terrible mistake with this particular heart, and so I want to make it clear to those that are not understanding the difference between these hearts, and I hope somebody will learn tonight from what I have to say. Okay, so first we want to say the heart that I'm talking about. The heart that I'm talking about, as I said before, I've done a live stream on this before, and there are some things in this topic that I might have to take to another stream. I'm going to do a series of this stream because many of us have been led astray. Many of us have been led astray. Many of us have been led astray by misconception. Misconception has led many of us astray, and I want to speak about the things that led us to this situation. Now, first, I want to quote a few. I want to quote a few scriptures. First of all right, I'm going to take one. One is saying, "O generation of vipers, how can ye, being evil, speak good things? For out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh." I'm going to repeat that. It is coming from Matthew chapter 12 and the verse 34. According to the King James Version, it's saying, "O generation of vipers, how can ye, being evil, speak good things? For out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks." Now, this is the mistake that we have been making the whole time, thinking that this is the heart, or the one that you see in the thumbnail, that this is the heart that is being corrupted, and so people are speaking bullcrap because of the corrupted heart that they have. But now I want to just break it down into a more simple format to let you know that the heart in which the Bible speaks of is not the heart in your chest pumping blood, but as I said before in my previous live stream, that it is the CPU, that it is called the central processing unit in the computer. Central processing unit, CPU, is equal or equivalent to the center of the thoughts. Now, the center of the thoughts is what is referred to as the heart. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So now that you know that the heart that is in your chest pumping blood, it is not the heart in which the scripture speaks of when it says that. So I'm going to tell you another one. I'm going to tell you another one real quickly. We were just talking about the one in Matthew that said that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. Now we want to understand how to possess a clean heart. Because many times we speak about people with dirty heart, people with weak heart, people with, some people call them bad mind, these kind of things. Now we want to figure out, or to let some people know how to possess a clean heart. Because many people has been walking around with very dirty hearts. And I'm not talking about the organ in your chest that is pumping blood. I'm going to look at another one. The other one is saying, it's according to Luke 6 and verse 45. It says, a good man out of the good treasure of his heart bringeth forth which is good. And an evil man out of the evil treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is evil. For the abundance of the heart his mouth speaketh. So when you treasure an abundance of evil in your heart, that's what is going to come from your mouth. Because this whole time, you have an originated conceit, or you have originated the thought of doing evil to a brother, and the thoughts of killing a brother, the thoughts of being envious, the thoughts of being jealous, the thoughts of trying to stop your brother from prosper, the thought of stopping your brother from growing. Now, as we have been plagued on the streets of YouTube, thank you for coming, Venus Eats. Thank you, Elsa Fan. As we have been plagued on the YouTube streets with haters, left, right, and center, trolls, left, right, and center, we want to say it has nothing to do with the heart that is pumping in one's chest. One, Expedition Greg is here too. Thank you for coming. One is weak. A hater is weak. And it all starts in the heart, the central processing unit, the CPU. That's where everything all started. And it starts, of course, with the five sense. It starts with the five sense, which is connected to the CPU. They're like the external gateway. They're like the external gateway to the CPU, the central processing unit, the heart. So the eyes look and behold things, and the eyes send this message to the brain. In the thoughts, the central processing unit, and then it developed a system. Here comes Bloodex, thank you for coming. It developed a system sometimes which many of us seem to can't control. Because when we look at the brother, that is prospering, when we look at the brother or the sister that has surpassed us, then the heart, not this heart can get nervous. After this heart, the middle or the center of the thoughts, this heart can get nervous or create a sense of nervousness that cause this heart to beat extra harder or to skip a few beats. But in the event of the skipping of these beats, all right, now that I've established the heart that we are speaking of, we're not talking about the heart of the chest. Many of us have been making this mistake the whole time of, speaking about the heart that I labeled in the thumbnail. And so the mistake has been made multiple times. Now I want to read for you just one more verse. It is saying, count not thine handmaid for a daughter of Belial, for out of the abundance of my complaint and grief have I spoken hereunto or hereto. Now, so I've been saying that we've been making the mistake of blaming the heart in your chest. And we have been mixing both hearts, the heart of the soul. Now, I've been wanting to tell you of how Venus Eat was saying something to me. You're dropping knowledge always, bless up. That's right. Now, I was saying before that the mistake that many of us make with the heart, and I'm going to tell you something else why we suffer on earth's plane, is because we have forgotten, or some of us don't even know, the way you entered this planet. I've said this before, but I just wanted to make sure that it is documented in a stream that is not a grow stream. Because many of the knowledge that have dropped before, they were dropped inside of a grow stream, and that stream is 4 hours long, and nobody wants to go back and watch a stream that is 4 hours long. But I was just saying to myself, if I could make a stream that is much shorter, like a half an hour stream or a 25-minute stream or a 20-minute stream, and speak about this quickly, then it will be able to be replayed by somebody who wants to learn about these things. So I'm talking about the heart, and I'm talking about two hearts here. Now, we've been getting the whole thing mixed up. Now, the thing that I want to say right now is that we came into the earth, we came into the earth, we came in this planet, we came onto this earth realm, we came onto earth's plane, spirit, soul, and body. Spirit, soul, and body. The trio. The trio. And I'm not talking about the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. It's Christmas for some. Some people don't care if it's Christmas or what. But happy Christmas to those who celebrate it. Merry Christmas to those who celebrate it. For those who don't, like myself, you know, we still say Merry Christmas to you if you're celebrating it. Now, we're talking about the trio. It is not the Father, Son, or Holy Spirit. That's not the trio we're talking about tonight. We are talking about spirit, soul, and body. Spirit, soul, and body. Now, the mistake that we've made, we've been into the earth, or we've been plunged into earth, spirit, soul, and body. Your body came into existence last. So your spirit was in existence thousands of years before your body. Many people don't want to be in a stream like this. They want to hear, let's grow, let's grow, let's grow, let's grow. Five more, guys. Come on, let's go. A lot of people can't manage this type of stream, but I will understand because it will be there for those who like this type of a vibe. It will be there or will be here for them to come back and look at it. Okay. All right. So I am saying that I'm speaking of the trio. Soul, or let me start it like how it is. Spirit, soul, and body. You came to earth, spirit, soul, and body. And the mistake that many of us has made or have made is that we treat the thing or the order in the reverse. We have not gotten the order correctly. We've gotten it in the reverse. So we're supposed to treat our spirit man first. We're supposed to treat our spirit man first, then our souls, and then our bodies last. Your body of the trio is the last that must be fed. But enough are we greedy and gravalicious. Enough are we craven, are greedy, in other words. And so because of our greedy behavior, our gravaliciousness, these type of things, you know what happened? We feed our bodies first, and that's why some people look big and sloppy and look like some cow. Yes. This is the type of people that I don't comprehend. I don't enjoy looking at somebody who destroy themselves with food. Gluttonous. Thank you, Venus Eats, for dropping that word. Many of us are gluttonous. Yes. Me hope say me not make nobody feel bad. I am not trying to make anybody feel bad, but I am saying when you destroy your body by overeating or eating too much, it doesn't look good on you. You destroy yourself because you feed your body first and your spirit suffer. And that's why we become weak. Now, if you reverse the order and feed your spirit man first, and let me take some time out to explain to somebody tonight. A lot of people right now, a lot of people right now don't know the meaning of your soul. Or should I say, a lot of people don't know the purpose of their soul. Let me see the first person in the chat that can tell me. Let me see the first person in the chat that can tell me the purpose of the soul. Now, you've been talking about soul all these years. Oh, he's my soulmate. Oh, she's my soulmate. Oh, my soul doth magnify the Lord, and my spirit. You've been talking about the soul for however how long, but many of us don't know the purpose of the soul. Now, I'm going to tell you what the soul is. The soul, your soul, the purpose of your soul is to bear record. You didn't know that. Your spirit was in existence first. And while your spirit was traveling for decades and decades and decades, it was now time for your spirit to plunge via your soul into your body to manifest its purpose. So your body is to manifest the purpose of the spirit that was sent. Your spirit was sent to fulfill a purpose in Earth's plane, and your body is just a housing. Your body is just a housing for your spirit. Your body is just a housing for your spirit. And so while your spirit will live forever and your body will eventually fade away by death, your spirit will continue into the next dimension. Your spirit will continue into the next dimension. And what you do with your life in this dimension suggests what you become in the next dimension. So some people are going to look like one animal in the next life. Some people are going to be one cricket, one insect, because you wasted this life hating on people so bad that the next life, that life will not have any purpose for you over there because you've wasted your official or your original purpose of being in earth. You've wasted what you were sent to be here on this plane. And so when you are transcended to the next, you will be something else because you've wasted your life in Earth's plane. So I would suggest that everyone take more time out to love each other. Take more time to love your brother. Take more time to love your sister. There is not enough time in your lifespan to take it and hate on people because you're making a mess of your life. You are making a mess of your spirit. You're making a mess. So I will tell you again. The purpose of your soul is to bear record for what was done in your body to transfer via your spirit. You didn't know that. The purpose of your soul is to bear record of the deeds or the action that was done in your body that your spirit was sent to manifest via your body. You've wasted it and you've done a lot of things. It has been recorded via your soul, and you have to answer to the deeds done in your body before you cross over to the next life. Before you cross over to the next life, your deeds in this life was recorded via your soul, and that's where everything will decide. So if you think Anything that you've done is gone and forgotten about. When myself has forgotten what you've done to me, when God loves me, has forgotten what you've done to her, when Sandy Kay has forgotten what you've done to her, guess what? Your soul has not forgotten. The record is there like a cabinet in the parliament where your sins and your deeds were documented for further use or for proof that this is what you've done to yourself and to others in your life. So I would suggest that as much as possible, or for as much as you, be good to people as much as you can. This is a half an hour live. We have 9 minutes to go, and this live is scheduled to finish in approximately half an hour. Now, the topic again, I will say for those that are coming in late, we're talking about the misuse of the heart, the misrepresentation of the heart. We are talking about what the heart is and the purpose and function of the heart. And for those of you that are just joining, we're not speaking of the heart in your chest. We're not speaking about the organ that is labeled in the thumbnail. We are talking about the heart. And for those of you who don't understand what I've said the heart is the CPU. The heart is equivalent or the same as the CPU in the computer. Now, what is the CPU? Central Processing Unit, for those who did not remember or for those who don't know. Central Processing Unit, it's equal to your thoughts. Now, your thoughts has been the heart. The whole time the Bible spoke about the heart, it was speaking of the CPU, the center of your thoughts. Now, everything that happened in your doing, everything that ever happened in your doing started right in the heart, the center, middle. Center means middle. Middle means center. Middle and center is equivalent to heart. So when you say the middle of New York being Times Square, we're talking about the heart of New York being Times Square. And so the heart of your being, the heart of your being is the center of your thoughts. And every move that you will make in life, every move that you had made in life started in your thoughts. You're going to kill your brother, it starts in your thought. Look at him, just look at him. He's just growing so fast. Look at him. I just hate how he's growing fast and I'm just stuck here. I'm going to kill him. It all started here. Before it manifests into actuality, you started the process right in the Central Processing Unit. When you watch your brother growing and you hate on him, I will tell you something. If you can't manage the growth of your brother and your sister, stop watching them. If you are tired of the growth of the next person next door, stop watching them. Focus on yourself. Focus on your life. Make yourself a better person instead of focusing on other people and be shattered in the heart. Be shattered in your nervous system. You're now having a nervous breakdown because guess what? You went to sleep last night and you saw me at 5K. And you woke up this morning and lo and behold, 6K struck you in the nerve, struck you in the face. Take your eyes off the thing that is a problem to you. If you can't accept somebody for their victorious journey, if you can't accept somebody for their victory in life, leave them alone. It is okay to unsubscribe and move on with your miserable life. If you can't be a friend of somebody, leave them alone. No need to tear them down. Leave them the hell alone. Yes. All right, so I will say again, we plunged into earth, spirit, soul, and body. And we fed ourselves, body, soul, and spirit. Now, if we start to do things the correct way in instead of doing it from the reverse. Put it the correct way. Feed your spirit man first, then your soul will get the proper feeding and your body will look well. So how do you feed your spirit man? Meditate. Meditation. Now, the human body has 7 gates. 7 gates. The eye gate, the nose gate, the mouth gate, the crotches gate, or that gate right there at the front. Yes, that gate. Then you have the rear gate, which is an exit gate. So you have 6. You have 6 entry gate and you have 1 exit gate. Now, many of us have been doing the wrong thing by allowing things through your exit gate that was supposed to not go through the exit. I will tell you this. By the way, I'm not lashing out at anybody. I am not lashing out at anybody. So whatever life you choose to live, please to go ahead and live your life. Please to go ahead and live your life. But I am saying, if you go to a store, there's a gate such as the entry gate. There's also another gate that is called the exit gate. Now, if you go through the exit gate to enter, there's a strong chance that the way the door is set up, you can't open it. You cannot open it because it's an exit gate. Now, if you try to exit through the entrance, there might be the similar problem. One thing might happen. The security guard might stop you and say, hey, go back. That's the exit right there. So go around and you will find the exit. Now, the mistake that many of us have made is that some of the gates on our body that was supposed to be exit, we have people entering through there. Some of the gates, Scorpion X, I'm doing well. We have allowed people to enter our exit gates, and that is causing chaos in your life. It causes demonic position to take hold of your life. You got to do things in the correct order to attract blessing. So, you digest what you eat and it becomes a part of you. You become what you eat. You become what you smell. You become what you focus on. You ever hear, I am not a Christian. No, by your life, I am not a Christian, but I do have almost a degree in theology. I am not a Christian, but I almost have a degree in theology. You know, I've done a lot of research in my lifetime. I've studied well. So I was saying, you ever hear somebody say practice to become perfect? The more you practice anything, the more perfect you get at it. So if you practice to watch a lot of negative things, so you focus on the news, you watch the news all night, you wake up and you go over your friend's house and you listen to a lot of gossip, and you just go over by Burger King and you buy yourself some burgers and fries, then guess what? Your life is becoming so negative because of what you've been watching, listening to, and then you're just becoming a bag of chips, fries. The laws of attraction, somebody say, you have to pay attention to the laws of attraction, and you become what you practice. You become what you look at. You become whatever enter your 7 gates become a part of you. That is what I'm trying to say basically. Whatever you allow through your 7 gates become a part of you. Thank you for that $1.99. God loves me. It becomes a part of you. So I was saying before, treat the trio in its correct perspective. So therefore, you must allow your spirit man to be fed first. Your soul must be second, and your body must be fed last. So when you wake up in the morning, or whenever you wake up, When you wake up in the morning, the first thing that you want to do is not to eat. Eating is not the first thing that you do in the day. The first thing you do when you wake up is go meditate. Meditate, give thanks to the source of life from which you came. Give thanks to whichever you believe in. I don't care what you believe in. Yes, water is very good to start your day with. That's how I start my day. Start your day with water, not food. H2O is the order of the day. Start your day with a bottle of water. Then go and meditate. Sit. If you don't do yoga, if you don't do exercise, sit in your room, on your bed. Meditate on life. Meditate on positivity. Get yourself connected with your higher self. Get yourself in unison with the Most High. And when that is done, get up off your bed, spread your bed. It's a good way to start your day. Spread your bed. Then you move from that and you prepare a clean surrounding. Clean your house, clean your surrounding, because cleanliness is godliness, or cleanliness is next to godliness. So you must believe in love. Believe that God is love and that love is God. Meditate on the word and get yourself into a positive realm of life. Onokuya. Onokuya no. Ono just look here. Think Dragon come back to rock me again tonight. I am just going easy. I have never done 3 live streams in one day. Now, this is the 3rd live stream in one day, and this live stream was not to have more access to super chats. I was just dropping some nuggets for people who are suffering, because I've realized that people are suffering more and more and more and more. So thank you, Think Dragon, for coming back tonight to light up my home with more super chats. Thank you, Think Dragon. It's a dragon on fire. It's a dragon on fire. So I was saying before that in order to be successful in life, as a matter of fact, I want to tell you a little story. I want to tell you a little story before I even go any further. This stream will be the longest 45 minutes. I was saying it is going to be a half-an-hour stream, but since Think Dragon come to light up the stream a little bit, I'm going to prolong the stream to about 45 minutes. So let us continue dropping some more nuggets in the stream. As I will say, it is not necessarily a growth stream, but you're allowed to network. It is not necessarily a growth stream, but I believe so much in growth that you're allowed to grow in a stream that is not a networking stream. So if you see somebody that you like in the stream, go hit them up, go say hi, hello, get them coordinated and get things going on with them. And oh Lord, TR Hope, my super chat got some love. Thank you, Scorpion X. Scorpion X, I thank you. My brother Blood X would say, you didn't have to do it, but you did. Pow! That's what my brother Blood X would say. My brother Think Dragon would say, oh man, you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. Thank you. So I thank you, Scorpion X, and I thank you, Think Dragon. Guys, remember to show these people love. And remember, the reason for those who celebrate Christmas, the reason is about love and sharing and coming together as a family. It's about coming together as a family. First of all, based on my theoretical studies, Jesus was not born on December 25th. I don't want to get into too much of a Jesus story because my level of knowledge when it comes on to Jesus is different from yours. But I don't want to force my knowledge onto you in my studies about who Jesus is and what Jesus is about. But what I can tell you for sure, that Jesus was not born on the 25th of December. The Jesus Christ that you praise as the Son of God was not born on the 25th day of December. Neither was Jesus crucified, I mean, neither was Jesus risen on a Sunday morning, according to many people and their belief. In Easter, a lot of people say Jesus Christ was risen Sunday morning. I'm not going to get into theology with you because my level of knowledge in the theological realm is probably too high for many of you, so I don't discuss theology. I don't debate religion because what I have studied is going to throw you. Your eyes will be opened up wide because there are many things that you did not know because you did not study. So I practice not to. But did Jesus have a wife? What is wrong with you? Where did Jesus get a wife from? Jesus has no children. He has no wives. No wife. The Virgin Mary had a baby boy, and his name was Jesus, and his life on earth was 33 years, equal to 110 plus 3. That is his life on earth. He started his ministry at age 12, according to the Bible, and he ended at age 33. He had no wife. There is no record. So yes, I can understand how you feel about, as a Bible scholar. Who is that? What did I miss? What did I miss? What did I miss? One of the worst things that ever happened to me and my relationship was studying the Bible. Lord have mercy. Oh Lord. One of the worst things that happened to you was studying the Bible with your relationship. I used to be able to study leader. Oh Lord, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh Lord, Merry Christmas. Here it comes. Thank you forever, Yenti. Me never planned for this, you know. Me never planned for all of this. I love you. Will not drop on me tonight, you know, but God bless you all. Thank you for it. Thank you for the love. It was not a plan to get all this love tonight, but God bless you all, however, for the love that you've given me. And guys, don't be afraid to show each other love. TR, so do you believe the Bible? I believe the Bible, but I don't want to disturb anybody. Please do not ask me too much questions about religion and the Bible, because some of you might not like me anymore if I start discussing Bible. I still read the Bible. I will tell you this. I will tell you this. The words that is written in the Bible, they are powerful. They are very good words that I would suggest that people read. If you follow the guidelines of the Bible, the precepts and the principles of the Bible, it will make you a better person for real. But if you study the Bible without guidance, you could be led astray as well. If you don't understand the Bible, you can be led astray by the Bible. Yes, you can be led astray if you don't read and understand what is written in the Bible. And I will also suggest for people who are studying the Bible, you got to study other books. As a matter of fact, not only other books, but you also might need to study other languages. You might need to study other languages. So it would be nice if you study a little Hebrew and a little Greek. So this is what I would suggest. You need to read the Quran as well. If you're going to study the Bible, you need to read the Quran, even though you're not from the Islamic faith. Read the Quran. Have an understanding about it. You need to also study Greek and Hebrews. Hebrew. You might need to study the Greek and the Hebrew language. Also, you will need to study Egyptology and semantics. Me tired. Me tired because me no want to draw me out, you know. My level of study is on the next level. So I would prefer if you not draw me out, because I might start speaking in a different language that you don't understand. Because in order for someone to understand and rightly divide the word of the Bible, you need to study the different things. You need to even study geography. Because after studying geography, you would realize that Jesus had been walking between Europe and Africa. Jesus was not in America. Jesus was not in Jamaica. Jesus was not in many parts of the world. Oh, Lord. Um, but yes, it is Christmas. Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas to everybody. Thank you for coming. And as I said before, I am not a believer. I am not a believer. I am not a believer in Christmas. My level of studies will turn people's head. talk, talk time with Tea Talks. My level of studies will turn people's head. We need to have a talk. No, we don't need to have a talk. Two people that study the Bible too well don't need to have a talk. But seriously though, up to what's the deal with those two countries? You mean with Africa and Europe? Well, back in centuries, in AD 21 or AD whatever, you know what I said? This stream was not supposed to be about theology, you know. This stream was not to be about theology and Jesus Christ, because if I ever get into theology and Jesus Christ, this is going to be an unending stream. So what I will say, a lot of people think Jesus is an image that was painted by the Europeans to trick people from the Western world. So according to studies, Jesus is not even real. According to some studies, if you go to Jerusalem, I have been to Jerusalem, where the Jewish people don't even believe that Jesus was ever in existence. The Jewish believed in a Jesus to come and not a Jesus that was already in existence. While my father in Jamaica thinks that he's a spiritual Jew, and therefore my father believes and prays Jesus. Yes, Lord, you know what? I have to I have to stop. I have to stop this section. I don't want to get too much into biblical studies, theology, and these things, because I don't want to lead anybody astray. The one thing that I would say or suggest for everybody is go and study for yourself. Go and research for yourself. But this guy here needs to give me a hug and let's smell his dreads. Why would you want a hug from me? Why would you want to smell my dreads? Stop them, TR. People need to test this themselves. That's right. That is what really happened. Everybody needs to read the Bible for themselves, study for themselves, and what I would suggest, as I said before, what I would suggest is that when you read the Bible, don't just spend your time reading the Bible from front to back, because you will not understand. It will suggest that the Bible had contradicted itself based on things that is written in the Bible. So first, I would say, because some of the Bible is missing, for those of you who don't know, the Bible is not in its entirety. So there are parts of the Bible that is not a part of the compilation. After King James and the rest of them put the Bible together, some of it is missing. And if you don't understand the parts that are missing, you're going to throw yourself further into a hole by not understanding the written words. So I would say, if you decide to study the Bible, you need to get deep. You need to get really deep, such as reading the Quran, study Hebrew language, study Greek, because the Bible was first written in Greek and Hebrew. So you got to study a little bit of Egyptology, as I said, because first, back in the day, there was no English. Back in the day, in the early 80s or whatever, in the early centuries, there was nothing such as a written word in English. Everything was more pictorial. So, and that's why many people that's why the to me, the English language is one of the worst language that ever exists. It is one of the hardest and the most difficult language that ever exists. Because before it used to be pictures, so you would not miss what a picture is. When you see a donkey, you know that that is a donkey and not a horse or a mule. When you see a goat, you know that that is not a cow. But when you write goat, goat in English language means something else in another language. And so there is a misunderstanding with many things. But if you show someone a goat in Spanish, a goat will be a goat. And in French, the goat will remain a goat. And in Latin, the goat will remain a goat. But, I have to take a breath. Anyway, let's get back to the subject at hand. So I was saying, what do I have to do to get this guy to agree to... Who is this? Up to Unicorn. We have a unicorn in the chat. Thank you for coming. As I say, I'm going to be ending the stream. We have passed our 45 minute. We have passed our 45 minutes limit. So we have passed our 45 minutes limit. And so I had extended the stream. I had extended the stream because of the super chats. I did not want to end the stream while my brother Think Dragon had a $20 donation on the behalf of the royal family. I did not want to just end the stream right there. So I extended the stream. And then, what's her name? There was another name who dropped a $10. And then I had to extend it again. But 45 minutes was definitely the end time. And so I'm just going to wrap up this stream. I'm just going to, oh, Forever Yenti was the one who gave the super chat. Thank you again for that super chat, my friend. Now, I want to say, in closing, how do you keep a clean heart? How do you possess a clean heart? And I will tell you, it's not to drink coconut water. In Jamaica, they will tell you to drink coconut water to cleanse your heart. I will tell you that coconut water will not give you a clean heart. I will also tell you that the way to achieving a clean heart is to have a more conscious thinking. Are you in Jamaica? No, let me ask you first. Are you in Jamaica, Unicorn? Let me ask you first and then I will give you my answer. Are you in Jamaica, Unicorn? How do I hit the red button? How do I hit a red button? Oh, you want to come to Jamaica? Oh no, I am not in. All right, SF Rose, are you behaving yourself? All right. All right, so you want to go to Jamaica. I am not in Jamaica, actually. I'm in the USA. I'm not in Jamaica. I am in USA. Sorry, but I got a weakness for dreads. Don't worry, my friend. Don't worry. Don't let SF Rose carry you away. You know, you have a weakness for dread. I've met a lot of people with weakness for dreads. You're not the first person, my friend. You're not the first person. You're not the first person. All right, come on, Unicorn. Come get your hug and sniff my dread. Come to me. All right, here's a hug for you, Unicorn. There you go, a hug for you. And go ahead and sniff them dreads. Come on. All right, I had a friend, she was a musician. I had a friend that was a musician, and she loved dread so much that she would wet herself staring at me. Seriously. I had a friend that was a singer. She's an artist. And she would literally sit in rehearsal and wet herself looking at me. Ew! Maybe her and I are related. Maybe you are. Somebody is saying congrats on 6K. Thank you, Mike. Mike thank you for that. Congratulations. All right, so as I said, I was wrapping up. Guys, I have a weakness with the ending of a stream. So first I was ending in half an hour. Then I was ending in 45 minutes. But believe it or not, this stream will not surpass the 1 hour mark. We're just about 10 minutes from streaming for 1 hour, and I certainly will not pass the 1 hour mark. Now, is there anybody that want to call in? The number is 555-555-5555. Call me now and let us talk about this burning issue. We're talking about the heart and the misrepresentation of the heart. Many people have been, going in the wrong direction with the heart. TR, all you need to do is to say, catch us laters. That's right. That's all I need to do. But the problem is not the people. The problem is me. The problem is me to end the live. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set up a studio. I'm going to set up a studio with an end time. So when the end time come, even if I didn't want to end, the chat will be ending because automatically it will be ending. Or I will have a PR. I will have somebody controlling the stream. So when it hit the 45 minutes mark, or when it hits the 1 hour mark, or when it hits the half an hour mark, it must be ended. Bam! Cut off. All right, so I was saying before, we were talking about the heart. Now, this whole topic is about the heart. And did I see Newcom in the chat? This is not a grow stream, my friend. I know I'm famous for a grow stream, but even in my grow stream, I don't want to see come. I don't want to see Newcom, NWCM. I don't want to see that in my grow stream, much more in a stream that is not supposedly a grow stream. My friend, you said you were sorry, so that's fine. Apology accepted. It is okay to meet friends, greet friends, and get connected if you want to get connected. But don't treat my stream as a grow stream. You have to be very respectful in the stream and watch your approach, because it is not certainly a grow stream. But I allow everybody to get connected and show love to each other. We have 50 likes and we're going to end at 60 minutes sharp. We're streaming now for 53 minutes and we are going to end in the next 7 minutes. We are 9 likes away from 60 likes. We would have liked to get to 60 likes before the end of the stream. Let me just check the chat real quick, because I've been here sitting and I've not been checking on the chat. But what I want to say though, is that we've been speaking about the heart and the misrepresentation of the heart and the things that people think when it comes on to a heart. Now, we've been misplacing the thoughts. As I said before, heart is not the heart pumping blood in your chest, as it was said in the Bible, that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Now, it wasn't out of the abundance of the heart that the mouth speaks. Now, when some people say you have a dirty heart, it is not these heart. When somebody say you have a dirty heart, it is, howdy Ralph, give thanks to the strength, my brother, thank you for coming in. When someone speak of a dirty heart, it is not this in your chest. It is not the organ that is pumping blood. The only purpose, the sole purpose of the heart that is labeled in my thumbnail is to pump blood. The only purpose of it is to pump blood through your veins and to keep you alive. It is the battery of which preserve your life and keeps it going. So your heart is what keeps the timing of your life. 1 year, 2 years, 3 year, 4 year. Your heart keeps the timing. Your heart keeps the timing of your lifespan. And so when your heart gets slows down, boom, 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 your life is over. So when we're speaking of a clean heart or a dirty heart, we're not speaking about the life in your chest. The heart in your chest, we're speaking about the heart up here. And as I said before, it is called, or it is equal or equivalent to that center in the computer that is called the CPU. In the CPU, in your computer, in your desktop, in your whatever, there's a thing called CPU. CPU is called the central processing unit. And in your system, in your body, in your computer, you also have a CPU, a central processing unit, which is called the center of your thoughts. And that is the heart that the Bible speaks of when it says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So when you think of the things that you've been saying, when you think of the things that you want to do, when you think of the things that you will do, like Unicorn wants to smell my dreads, and I'm sure she wants to do other things too, possibly. After she sniffs my dreads, she probably want to jump on me as well. It's all in the center of her thoughts. Her thoughts is developing all kind of things in there by what she's looking at or what she's taking in via her eye gate. So now she's been feeding her eye gate, and whatever goes in through the eye gate goes through the cells or through the stems of the brain, and it goes into the central processing unit of the brain, of the thoughts, and she's now not only thinking of sniffing my dreads, but possibly, laying me down. ATR, you know what? And she just jump on me, and she's getting ready to ride the hell out of me. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Is who laughing after? Hey, hear me now? Oh, don't leave SF Rose alone, you see? Oh, don't leave SF Rose alone. SF Rose is okay. SF Rose knows by now how I operate. Venus eats Venus eats jumps on the horse, and she said, I'm out of here. Tick it up, tick it up, tick it up, tick it up. Venus eats is out of here. She's on the horsey. Okay, guys, we have 2 minutes left to go. So let me just strum 2 strings. At the end of this little playing, it will be, I'm just going to strum. We have just about 1.5 minutes before the end of this stream. No Venus Eats showing how I am ready. Okay, Venus Eats is showing how Unicorn is riding me. Oh, hell. So I'm going to end with this song. It's a song that I made months ago. This song you might consider very hilarious. This song is called West Vagina, and I'm going to end with this song. Country road, take me home to a place I belong. West Vagina, Mountain Mama, country road, take me home. Country road, take me home to a place I belong. West Vagina, Mountain Mama, country road, take me home. Hell yeah! Hee-hoo! I'm riding off on my horse now. Guys, have a Merry Christmas. Have a Merry Christmas. I will see you again tomorrow. I will be streaming at live. I will be streaming at 2 p.m. tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. And I will see you there. So tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, be there. God bless you all. Have a Merry Christmas with your family. Be safe out there until we meet again. William Noel, hold on. Was William Noel in here all night? Or did William Noel just arrive in the chat? Anyway, want to say welcome to the Major General of the chat. And we gonna be here tomorrow again at 2 p.m. We're gonna be rocking the hell out of some channels tomorrow at 2 p.m. So be present at 2 and we will be rocking. So as I say before, God bless you all until we meet again. It is now 1 minute after the hour of 1 hour live.